Oh my goodness, we're back again, Tyler.
We're
Oh my
feel,
gosh.
feel like it's been a minute.
Does feel like forever, even though we had our Father's Day episode.
I think 2 weeks ago though.
Right. Still, because, we're just a couple guys
Living life,
being hater ass.
bitches.
Hell yeah, that's what you are. You're a
Ooh.
bitch. Starting your little vacation.
You know, you pointed at me, call me a bitch, but there's three fingers pointing back at you, bud. So
Wow, that was the most bitch move I've ever heard you say.
yeah, I'm on vacation right now. I'm heading to Chicago. We're doing a tour of Wrigley today, and we're doing the Cubs game, and we're going to Uno's Pizza, and I'm going to sleep because we got an early flight to Jamaica.
Hell yeah, man. That'll be a good time for you guys, though. 10-year reunion.
Family reunion,
10-year reunion.
big
Anniversary.
anniversary.
Yeah.
Same thing,
Well,
sure. Yeah,
I got
kissing.
that. I got it stuck in my head because I was
Is
talking.
yours coming up?
So yeah, like there's a bunch of drama in regards to all that right now.
Oh, something ours.
Yeah,
Tom thing
because
must be.
the original lady had it planned for everybody to go to Mr. G's for our reunion, and a bunch of people were hating on that, which like I really didn't care. I wasn't really sure if I was going to go either way. Like, I think
Yeah.
it was kind of dumb. I think it was the most Town thing that they could possibly do. I mean, yeah, I agree. Um, but she pretty much stepped down, and like John Hurt is pretty much taking over it. So, like me and John and Brandon Kay and Ryan, we're talking a lot about like what we're gonna do. Um, and it sounds like we might um do something a little bit better than freaking Mr. G's. But there's a bunch of drama. People are talking shit. People are hating on John. But John is like, I made a silly comment months ago, but he's like, I didn't have any hate towards Kelly. But it's whatever.
Say,
People are just hating and being bitches, not being hater ass bitches, of course. They're just being haters and being bitches.
yeah, say when we had our 10-year reunion, we were originally going to go to the South Bend Cubs game. South Bend Cubs game,
Dude,
we're
that's
gonna
a
have like
dope reunion though.
yeah, take over the top of the performance center, get free food basically, and then COVID happened, so obviously couldn't do this in 2020. So we all went
Yeah.
to Mr. G's. Yeah, I mean, I had a good time.
What what's the thing though is like that's 2020, bro. Like Mr. G's was the only place that was damn near open at that point.
Right. We did like
Like
late July.
you guys couldn't have done
Anything.
like couldn't have went to like, got a banquet hall and like did some kind of like actual reunion. You didn't really have that option.
So 15, 20 year probably do that, but we'll see. Not many people showed up to the 10, so we'll see.
Well, that's the thing is I
But
think Facebook has kind of killed reunions,
yeah, I agree. 100%.
social
Because you
media
kind
and
of
stuff.
you keep up with everybody anyway. Like their point of reunion was like, oh hey, I haven't seen you in 10 years. How you doing? Well, I just got to add you as a friend on Facebook, and I can see your whole life. Though
Yeah.
people are getting
I
off
don't know.
Facebook like crazy, so I don't know. Facebook's not what it
I
used
don't
to be.
know.
Instagram and
You're not
Twitter is more
wrong.
where it's at.
You're not wrong. I feel like there's
Okay?
this like up and down with social media that's kind of weird. You can't even really say that social media is dying because it's not. It's getting bigger and bigger every day.
Nothing I've done in the
Uh,
last Facebook's getting work. I think what kind of killed Facebook for everybody was like people go on there and post their whole drama, and it's like, okay, nobody wants to see that. Nobody cares. Where like you can go to freaking like Instagram and Twitter and post a quick picture and be like, hey, look what I'm doing today. Boom. Like, cool. That's awesome for you.
yeah.
Hold on, part that.
Um, Speaking of Facebook, though, did you see that Mark Zuckerberg and Elon Musk are gonna have a fight?
Yeah, they're talking about it. I know Dana White was on Pat McAfee this week, and I don't know last week he was
Yeah, it was
talking
like
about
last
he's
Friday.
trying to make it happen, and he's trying to make it happen.
Well, did you see what's
So
going on now with it?
they want Rome or Italy wants them
Yeah,
to do it in the
Italy's trying to
Coliseum.
contract it with Dana White to
Yeah,
potentially do it at the Coliseum.
that would be dope, dude.
That would be ridiculous.
Who was I watching? Who was I watching yesterday though? I can't remember who I was talking. It might have been watching on Pat McAfee the other day. Honestly, like just because Elon Musk is bigger, I bet Mark Zuckerberg whooped his ass
Well, Mark
because he
Zuckerberg is like a
he
straight
trains
up
in jujitsu.
jiu-jitsu.
Yeah,
Yeah. I mean, Elon
that,
Musk like really likes MMA and stuff, and I guess like he has trained before, but
yeah,
he doesn't like legit compete like Zuckerberg does.
yeah. That's why like it's so
But
funny because when people are like, "Well, I'm bigger than you, I can beat your ass," it's like that's not how that works, dude. Like,
no,
yeah, you may be bigger, and if you land a punch, you may knock me out faster, but like I'm smaller and I train. I literally train to beat people's asses. Like, what are you talking about? Like, size does not matter. I mean, it kind of matters, but not really in the fight. It's just crazy.
right.
Now, see, I want
Well,
to see a 320 both ring. Like, that's where it's different. But like, if like Conor McGregor going against us, yeah, we're bigger than Conor McGregor, but guess what? Conor
he's
McGregor's
gonna
gonna
whip our
beat the
ass.
he's gonna beat the dog shit out of us, and we'll get paid
Right.
less. So it'll be all right.
Yeah, I'll take it. Um, well, and I obviously
Shit.
you're going to Chicago, and you said you're going to Wrigley. Um, and obviously, we as Cubs fans, we've been a little frustrated this season. They played lights out in London because that's the kind of team that we have that we can put up 10 runs, no problem. I think we did yesterday too, right? We won what,
Yeah,
10 to
10
1?
to 10 to 1. Yeah. So hopefully they play that way today because we won the game today too.
One thing it's so dumb is just like we have such a good team. I was talking to somebody about this the other day. That's a big baseball fan. Like we have such a good team. We're one of the most talented rosters in baseball, and we're under 500. What are we,
Um,
38 and 39 now?
we're 38, 40. No, we're 39 and 42 now.
I don't think we're that far down now. Well, we
It
did lose.
is.
Yeah, we did lose three straight to
Yeah, it's 39 and
uh
42. Because
yeah,
yesterday
38 and
we're
42.
yeah 38 and 42. Yeah, like we were kind of talking about earlier, like the problem with the Cubs is we have two really good starters, and Justin Steele, who leads the National League in ERA,
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
Stroman, who's third in
Stroman's
the
killing
National
it.
League. Um, Hopefully he plays today. I haven't heard. I know he had a blister on his finger, so he's supposed to start today, and so
I
I'm
think he's
pretty
still
pumped
listed
about
as
that.
starting.
Yeah, god dang, Chicago drivers. Um, yeah,
I
so
ain't
like I
gonna
said,
lie.
I want to get his jersey, but the problem,
Yeah,
like we
Stroman's
have,
still listed as a starter for today.
all right, so um, we have two really good starters, and then like our bullpen has turned it around.
Oh, our
The
bullpen's
problem
been
is,
crazy.
we have old Hendricks, which good. If Hendricks is on, he's on, but like right now,
Right.
if he's off, he's
He's
blowing it.
off.
And then
Yeah.
who's
There's
our
no in
fourth
between with
starter?
him anymore. He's getting too old.
Yeah, and who's our fourth starter? I don't even want to
Uh,
talk about the other guy.
Italian? Italian, isn't he?
No, I think he's the
He was
third
our.
guy. He freaking sucks. He freaking sucks, dude. And like we talk about all the
Oh,
time. And
Hayden
I know you.
Wenzitsky.
Oh
Hayden
yeah, I don't even
Wenzitsky
heard the last. I don't even remember the last time he's pitched. I don't
and
remember,
Drew
but like,
Smiley.
oh,
He came in relief the other
Drew
night.
Smiley. Drew Smiley.
Those are our five. Is or obviously our number one right now is Steele. Steele,
Who's
Stroman,
listed at number one?
Hendricks. It doesn't show it in like actual rotation numbers. It just says our pitchers. And I can't remember who number one is on the jet on
I
our
think
rotation
it's
right now
Strom. I
between
think it's
Stroman and
Stroman.
Steele.
Stroman
Stroman
started
started
opening
opening day,
day.
didn't he?
Yeah,
So yeah, he's probably still number one then. So it'd probably be
yeah.
Stroman, Steele. Hendricks is probably number three. And I saw Wisniewski came out of the bullpen the other day, so Smiley's probably our number four, and then obviously Tie-in's our number five.
That guy sucks. Like I told you before, man. I caught
What's the thing though?
too.
Is it's so dumb. Go ahead.
Like I was just saying, like what we talked. I told you previously is that we talked to a couple of Yankees fans that we know, and they're like, "Oh, solid starter,
Uh-huh.
solid starter." So, like in my mind, yeah, you're at number 3, number 4, or number 5, and you're a solid starter for me. Bet. There's the thing with this guy. He's not solid. If
Well,
he's
here's the
starting,
thing.
he's giving up 3 runs every first inning. It almost seems like it's like, God damn, dude, like you're putting your team in a bad position every time you freaking go
Here's
out
the
there.
thing is his career numbers aren't that bad. And that's the thing that's dumb, is that like his career ERA, before this year, his highest was a 4.44.
Was that last year?
That's not bad.
Was that last
No, it
year?
was 2017. Last year he had a 3.9. Um, but his career low was a 3.2 with the Pirates. So it's like
That's a
his
lot
career
of
numbers aren't
runs
that
given
bad.
up for the start.
No, it's not that bad for a starter. I mean, look at Steele's right now. What's his ERA?
2.34.
Right, that's an extra run a game. It's not that bad. 3.5 is I think like the average. So like he's a little below average. Like this year he's a 6.9 ERA.
Unacceptable, man.
In 13 starts he's a 6.9.
And like you kind of hope that
But
we are
his
kind of good.
but his career over his career he has always been above 500 except for one time. And it was a year I think he was hurt. In 2019 he was 2-3 and started 7 games. Every other year he's started at least 18. So his rookie year he started 18 and then 25, 32, 7, 29, 32. And every year, like his rookie year was 5-4, and then he was 8-7, 14-10, 2-3, 8-6, 14-5 last year
Yankees.
with a 3.9 ERA. Like, dude, I'll take 14-5 with a 3.9 ERA. I'll take that.
Too, but that's not who we have.
That's not who he is at all. Like last year he had 151 Ks with 32 walks. So far, that's 32 starts last year. So far he has 13 starts this year. 53 strikeouts, 20 walks. Halfway through the season, he has 12 less walks. He's walking fucking everybody.
You just have to hope that like we kind of are stuck with him for the probably the duration of his contract. Nobody's gonna take it right now, so you kind of have to hope that maybe even after the All Star break, he picks it
He'll
up,
figure it
or
out.
like by year 2, he's like, okay, like new situation.
Well, he
You
started
know,
pretty good in his last start with against the Phillies. I was watching that game. He was playing all right, but then it was like as soon as he gives up a hit, he just everybody starts hitting him. As soon as he gives up one good hit, like I think he gave back to back homers the other night. I could be wrong about that, but
he figures it out. Honestly, it just. And I hate to say that. Like I try to be
we gave him
positive, but
such a good contract too. It's I
it
think
is.
it's so
It's like
dumb.
4 years, like $60 million, and like the thing is, like, I try not to be like so negative on players that are playing on my team, but like this dude, every time he starts, like I don't have marquee, I can't really watch Cubs games, so when I do, I watch on my phone. Like I check the score on ESPN app, or I have MLB and stuff like that, so I'm constantly checking the scores. And like every single time, it's like Italian gives up a run, gives up a run, gives up. I'm like, dude, are you serious? And they come in bunches. It's never a hey, he gave up 1 run today, guys. We won
Yeah,
6, or we won 2-1. No, it was hey, he gave up 7 runs today, and we lost 7-4 or seven to
yeah.
three. It's like, damn, dude.
It's like we
Like
didn't have a bad like the other day when he pitched and we lost, and I want to say we lost like 8-6 or 8-5 or
eight
something
to
like that,
five. Well, and they said
and like we had
go ahead.
like 15 hits.
Yeah, like, and they said that I think the Cubs are 2-11 in his starts.
Yeah,
So
and he's 2-6. His record right now is 2-6.
Yeah, the Cubs as a whole. Yeah. So I don't know. But what we were kind of talking about is well before we got on too with the Cubs is like I was gonna say it before. It's kind of a weird segue, but um, obviously if we trade Stroman, I'm down to fight the whole front office.
Oh, I was talking to a buddy of mine at work yesterday about that. Is he like he kind of follows the Cubs, but he's a Red Sox fan,
Yeah.
and yeah, that's what I was talking about like our team and how good the team is. And it's dumb that we're under 500 right now. Yeah, like Stroman is lights out right now, and so is Steele. Obviously, Stroman didn't throw that good in London last weekend, but he did get hurt, so I'll give them that. But um, he's pretty much been asking the team to give him a contract extension and to figure it out. And he had, shared that thing on Twitter, what, 2, 3 weeks ago now, saying that they haven't listened to him yet.
That's why I like Stroman, man. Like he's not afraid to go out there and be like, "Look, man, I want to be here, so fucking make it happen."
Well,
And
that's
you
the
know,
thing
if
is
he
that like the players who want to play for the Cubs are like, nah, fuck you.
want talent, want talent,
We want him to be the
stash.
future. Right.
Like I was saying, like so, like I'm down to fight, and then we just got to get like I don't think we're gonna be sellers, especially if we win that. Because I think All Stars next week or in two
The
weeks.
July 11th.
Okay, so I think if we take this series against the Guardians, which I think we will, we'll win today if Stroman's on the mound, and then who's pitching tomorrow. I don't know. I think we could take all three from this team, and then if we get a nice little winning streak, we're middling right now, so it's not like we're not so far off of 500 that we need to be sellers. We could be
Yeah,
buyers at the
because we
trade
got
deadline.
because we got us or not us playing Guardians obviously this weekend.
Yep.
Got the Brewers Monday through Thursday,
Oh, and the Yankees. Yeah.
and then got the 2 game series against the Yankees.
Four in 2 games.
Damn. Yeah. Oh no, it's 3.
Okay.
I
So I
only
mean,
saw 2 at first. Damn, I might try to go to the game next weekend because they play
we
the
could.
Yankees on my birthday. But of course, it's tie-in and freaking Garrett Cole. So that's a loss.
Judge hasn't been playing. He's hurt. Their team's not that good either this year. So I mean, I don't know.
So
We
here's the
just got
thing
to
too. I
go
was
to.
gonna say it's like shit. Maybe I'll go Saturday. Drew Smiley's starting. Oh, he's only going against a guy who just threw a perfect game. That's fine.
Yeah, but okay, that's the thing. But that's the thing too. Is like his last two, like the two starts before that, he gave 16 runs combined.
Yeah, like he's not that
He's
good of
not
a
a good
pitcher.
pitcher. That's why like baseball is so wild. Like, baseball is so good because like dudes can be.
Yeah, Domingo German's season stats 5-5 and a 4.5 ERA. But hey, he's got 78 strikeouts though. That's not bad in how many games has he started? He started 15 games. 15 games with 78 strikeouts isn't too bad.
7 strikeouts a game. It's not bad. Um,
No.
but what I was saying is beforehand is like we just need to get back to. I think we can definitely be buyers at the trade deadline. We just need to get a couple more pieces, maybe one more piece.
Hmm.
As long as we don't trade like PCA or anything like that, I'm cool. And then
No, dude, there's no way we're trading Pete Crow Armstrong.
can't. And then I was gonna compare what the Reds are doing right now with like to where like the Cubs were because like we need to get back to these competing for division titles, competing for World Series championships. Getting back, we had that stretch where we made 4 straight NLCSs, only went to one
Hmm.
World Series. But like, dude, like that's the stuff that makes like being a fan fun as a team's actually competing. Like we're always gonna spend our money on the team whether they suck or not, but like it makes it a lot more enjoyable to spend money on your team if they are competitive. So I think what we
If it's
need to get back
meaningful,
to
yeah.
it is. It's like I think like what the Reds fans are going through right now is like what we went through. Like that team is good. They're a
Oh,
good
they're going to
team
be
and
good
they're fun to
for.
watch.
And Joey
That
Votto is all the way back.
yeah. And Ellie was Ella De La Cruz. Ellie De La Cruz. Is it Ellie? That
I
kid
think
is
it's
a
Ella,
stud.
isn't it?
It might be. I don't know. That kid is a
Like I said,
flippin'
once I saw that
stud.
he had that when he had that home run that got um clocked by their freaking the airport there in
Yeah,
Cincinnati.
yeah,
I was like, okay, this guy's it because he hit it that high and it still went like 415 or something like that. I was like, oh my God, I don't think that's humanly possible.
yeah. They got something brewing over there. Like I worked with a Reds fan. Hud. He
Yeah,
was on
it's Ellie De La Cruz.
okay. So like, I don't know if you remember Hutton from the draft special, but he's a Reds fan,
Yep.
and yeah, dude, I was like, even on
Yeah, he's
MLB
the
20,
Bengals fan.
yeah, and even on MLB 23, like I traded for De La Cruz to be our third baseman on franchise because I'm like, this kid is a freaking stud. He's so fun to play with. So, but I will say this. I will just say this. You said something about a home run. Did you see Shohei's home run last night? 493 feet in a loss.
No, I did not see it. They
Yeah,
lost yesterday. Wasn't he pitching? I thought he
they
pitched
lost it.
yesterday.
No, he wasn't pitching. No, because no, he pitched like 3 nights ago or 2 nights ago where he had 10 strikeouts as a
And they had two
pitcher,
home
and then he
runs.
hit in 2 home runs. That's one. Okay, there's one player in the league. I'm a big fan of PCA. I think he's our future. That's one guy that I definitely want to get his jersey when he gets called up. But if they said, "Hey, we're going to trade PCA to the Angels for Shohei Ohtani,"
I'm
sign me
taking it.
up. I'm taking it all fucking day. That is one guy I want in Chicago, dude. I don't care what it takes to get him. I don't care. I don't care. Trade the freaking naming rights to Wrigley to Shohei. I don't Showtime. I don't care.
Right.
Like
What,
trade
Shohei
it all.
Field.
Just give me Shohei Ohtani in a Cubs
Tiny.
uniform, dude. I don't care what it takes. Pay him $700 million. You guys can't afford it, so I don't know what the big deal is.
Right.
You know,
Right.
Cubs fans spend money like,
We have one of the lowest um payrolls in MLB right now.
which is complete ass because Chicago's a
They act
freaking
like
big
we're
market
they
team.
act like we're a freaking small market team because there's two
Right.
teams in Chicago.
Yeah. Broke ass Ricketts. And they're not even broke.
Right.
So I don't get it. But yeah. So
Well, did you see that home run that Shohei had the other day where he damn near like checked his swing? He literally swung like this and
I'm gonna
smacked
have
it
to
to
look that
right
up.
field. And the pitcher who threw it because like he was a wild pitch, damn near, bro. Like he went to swing
Yeah.
and he checked it and just went. And it probably went like 420, 430. It was a rocket. And then all he did was this. And you can see the pitcher's mouth. He goes, obviously all you see is this.
What the what do you
He
do?
said, he literally said, how the fuck did you hit that?
Like, dude, you threw a shitty pitch and he just checks his swing and you freaking cracks a home run off you. Like,
Right.
all you do is tip your hat to the guy. Oh, I
Oh,
see
he's
Sears
ridiculous
Tower.
though. Well, here's the thing too that's crazy to me, right? You pull up the Angels on the ESPN app, right?
Yeah.
And here's the thing. Everything is Shohei Ohtani.
Yep. Yeah, he's that entire team. As good as
Batting
Trout is,
average,
man,
three.
Shohei's better.
Right. It's like, and he's played every game so far. So, batting average, 310. Home runs, 30. RBI, 67. On base percentage, 396. His on base percentage is almost 400. And hits is 98. And he has 11 stolen bases on the season, which also leads the team. I need Shohei. We need we need we need Shohei Ohtani on the team.
But I'll tell you, terrible.
Yeah, the stadium that has like 18 different names.
Yeah. But we can see the Chicago skyline in front of us. It looks kind of smoky.
Yeah, isn't that fucking wild that like those Canada wildfires are like affecting us in this area now?
Yeah, I don't understand why either, because like that's never happened in my lifetime. So I don't know. But
What
just good to do a quick transition. Go ahead.
but no, because I think like the smoke's like hitting the lakes and it's sending it down here now.
Just a quick transition, real quick, because I don't know how much time I'll have. But we can stay in Chicago real quick. I will say, quick thoughts on the Blackhawks draft.
Blackhawks are
Nailed it.
back.
Nailed it. Connor Bedard.
Blackhawks are back.
Connor Bedard. I was gonna say, dude.
Blackhawks are back.
I'm just gonna say this on the podcast. Like, obviously, I'm a fresh fan of the
Yeah.
Blackhawks. 5 months, 6 months in as a fan of the Blackhawks. So I'm trying to learn as much as I can. I didn't realize how
Also, look at this.
average. Oh, poor food. I
Oh,
food.
he's gonna wear a cone. Look at this guy.
I will say, I will just say that I didn't realize how average like hockey players look.
Players
And
look. Oh, I know.
I'm not saying that's a bad thing, but like I sent you that picture of like some of the draftees, and I'm like,
I didn't even know who
if
they
you
were.
saw those dudes on the street, you would not think they're freaking professional hockey players. But then,
Right.
you see them out there on the ice, red. You see them out there on the ice, and yeah, you could. I mean, obviously we couldn't do that shit. So it's like that's insane. It's insane, bro. But like I said, I'm trying to
Yeah.
learn as much as possible. So we'll definitely do a Blackhawks. When it gets closer to the season, we'll do more Blackhawks talk since I'm being a fan. I've also said we could transition to the NBA because I know we want to talk about that too. Um, Obviously, I'm a LeBron fan. Obviously,
Yeah.
be a Bulls fan full time. Flats onto a team makes more sense. Bulls, Blackhawks, Cubs, Sky. The only team I won't like in Chicago was the Bears, but even then, like I hate them. So like
Right.
I'll watch them. They're local. They're a local team. But some skyline there. But yeah, so I'm kind of starting to pay attention to the Bulls now with the NBA. So obviously I'm going to cheer for LeBron, but I'm also going to start cheering for the Bulls too. So anybody can talk shit about my
Yeah, we didn't
fandom.
do
Well,
shit. Sam, we didn't
that's
do shit in the free agency.
got that dude from
All we did was,
Milwaukee.
yeah, all we did was re-sign freaking Andre
Kobe
Drummond.
White. And Kobe White.
Yeah, fuck Kobe White.
Um, we'll say that with the free agent, let's do some quick thoughts on some NBA. Then we can get into the Ted Lasso thing. Then we'll probably end it just because we're about to pull up. But unless you have something else to talk about, but first off, I will say this before we get into free agency: congrats to the Denver Nuggets, first championship ever.
Yeah.
Nikola, and they were a hard team not to root for. Like they beat LeBron, I know, but like man, like they are a fun team. They were fun. They couldn't fucking miss, bro. They could not miss. They were
Oh, the Nuggets are
shooters.
ridiculous.
Yeah, and so like, and Nikola Jokic, man, like it's so funny because people always think like you always hear like people talk shit about athletes, how they're pompous assholes and they're jackasses and they all care about themselves and they're rich and overpaid and blah 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 blah. But then you have a guy like Nikola Jokic who's like, okay, I just won the championship. How excited
He's
are you?
like,
It's cool. I just want to go home. I'm ready to go home. Well, you got to stick around for the parade. I'd rather go home though. And then people are like, well, oh, he doesn't care about winning.
he's
He's a
like,
piece of
he
shit.
said
It's
this is a
like,
job. This is a
yeah. And
job. I
then
have other things I'm interested
people are
in.
like, how can he be the best player in the league and he doesn't care about winning? He doesn't care about anything except for going
Because it's
home and
easy
being the
for
best.
him.
But I'm like, Okay,
You see
you
how
guys think
effortless
that,
he plays and he
dude,
dominates?
and he cares. Obviously, but it doesn't look like
Oh,
he cares.
obviously
Like
he cares.
he's just like, I'm out here, bro. I'm out here. I'm good at this, so I'm gonna do it. But what I'd
Yeah,
rather do is just be home with my horses.
exactly. Sitting on the back
So
of my
I
freaking
like him,
buggy.
and I like
Oh, I
Jamal
love
Murray
him.
just because I like Jamal
I
Murray
like
because he
Jamal
went to
Murray.
Kentucky. But
I like Jamal
and
Murray.
then
He's been good for my fantasy basketball team the past few years.
when I watched, I know that LeBron and that Coach Malone for the Nuggets too, freaking were having some barbs back and forth. From what I read, they're kind of friendly. They're friendly with each other, so they're probably just like jousting back and forth. But they're all talking shit. I like him. He was talking shit on Pat McAfee. Not coach speak at all. So I was like, see, we need more of that in sports. Coaches are like, I don't give a fuck what I gotta say, dude. I'm not saying that. I'll say whatever the fuck I want to say.
Right.
But then, yeah, free agency was wild last night. I'll just say that too. Kyrie's back with the Mavs.
Yeah, I did not expect
Uh,
that.
I didn't either. I didn't either. Uh, really, truly no big names without like signing anywhere. Like you're seeing a lot of
Everybody pretty
role
much went back to their
players.
team.
Yeah, Draymond
Everybody that was a
resigned.
big name. Draymond went back.
Uh,
Um, the Kyrie, obviously.
there wasn't like a massive superstar free agency like there has been in the past.
No, it's a lot of
So
role players.
we're seeing the role player, but the role players are getting freaking paid. Max Truss just signed a 4 year, $60 million contract to go to the Cleveland Cavaliers from the Heat.
Yeah, and Gabe Vincent went somewhere too, but I don't remember
Lakers.
where
He
he
went to
signed.
Lakers. 3 years,
Lakers.
33 million. He went to Lakers. Lakers got Jackson Hayes from the Pelicans.
Mm-hmm.
That's a pretty good
Mm-hmm.
pickup. He's a good center. Really, dude. I didn't realize though the free agency started yesterday. Usually, I thought it started on July 1st, but apparently they can do it the day before. So I
Well, it
don't know
started
anything
at what,
about that.
3 p.m. or something on June 30th.
Yeah, dude, as soon as it hit it, yeah, I can't remember what time it was last night,
Well, that's the
yesterday,
thing
but
is,
like,
I think it's 3 o'clock on June 30th. You can start talking to players, and it's July 1st that you can actually sign them.
I know.
Yeah. So I think there's like a tampering period or whatever the fuck it's called.
No legal tampering.
Yeah. Just
Yeah,
like how it is for football and everything.
yeah, that makes
And like
okay.
you'll
That
see
makes more
that like
sense.
people have agreed to sign with,
Yeah,
the Bears for 4 years, 60 million or whatever.
yeah, but they can't put pen to paper until
They'll
you know.
actual
Okay.
like July 1st, whatever.
Yeah, yeah, that makes more sense. BA is crazy. BA is
Yeah,
wild.
say congrats to, the Grizzlies getting Derrick Rose. Hopefully,
I was hoping
hope
he'd return home.
I thought we were going to, but supposedly there was no interest. I read that we did not even offer him a contract. And it's so dumb. It's like sure, like last year he did get hurt a couple times, but like Derrick Rose is still playing pretty well at 35 with all the injuries he's had in his career.
35, dude.
Rookie year was 2008, bro.
I always forget that he went to Memphis. He played under Coach Calipari, and then I feel like John Calipari was at Memphis for like 2 years. And
Yeah,
the
he was
one
only there
year
for like 2 or 3 years.
yeah, and he had John Derrick Rose, which
Hmm.
they should have won that national championship if it wasn't for
Yeah.
freaking Chalmers knocking down
Yeah,
that
Mario Chalmers hitting
wild
that game
shot.
winner,
Was it a game winner or game tying? And then it went to overtime. Was it a game
whatever
winner?
the hell it was. I think it was
It was
overtime.
something. It was crazy, dude.
Oh, it was a crazy
And look,
shot.
and then
I remember
Chalmers
watching
somehow
that.
gets freaking Chalmers, dude. When I cheered for the
I was at
Heat
my
with LeBron there,
I was at my grandparents'
Chalmers
house down
pissed
in
me
Florida
off.
watching that.
Game was good though.
My grandpa was getting pissed because because I'd followed Memphis that entire season. Because I've been a Derrick Rose fan like since then. Because I remember like he was like 5 or 6 games into his college career, and like everybody was going nuts about how crazy he was.
He was a
And
stud.
so I mean, obviously I've always been an IU fan,
Yeah.
and I watched them like that entire season.
Well,
And
that was the
obviously it
same
was
year as Eric
watching
Gordon, right?
IU.
That was the same year as Eric Gordon.
Uh, yeah,
Okay.
Eric Gordon. So obviously I was watching IU too, but like my grandpa could be like, why are you cheering on Memphis? You're not a U fan, you know. I was like, well, Derrick Rose is from Chicago, and I want the Bulls to get him because the Bulls suck ass this year. And then of course I wound up getting the first overall pick, and then got him. So I've been a fan of Derrick Rose. I still have the Sports Illustrated with Derrick Rose on it, um, with this number 25 Memphis jersey. Yeah, it's at my parents' house, but I still have that.
Well, then you learn why he wore the number
Well, it's ESPN
25.
magazine. Sorry, not Sports Illustrated.
Oh my gosh, I forgot about ESPN the magazine. I'll say
Hmm.
then you really then you learn why he wore then you learn why he wore 25.
Hmm.
In high school because he went to that
About Simeon.
says Simeon. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's a really good documentary. I forgot the frick it's called.
Yeah,
Benji.
Benji.
Benji. That's a really
Yeah,
good 30 for
every
30.
star player wears number 25 there.
Yeah, that's a really good 30 for 30
Because
if you haven't watched it yet.
Jabari
Oh my
Parker wore
gosh, I forgot
25
he
there
went there
too.
too. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
Yep. So,
Somebody else went to that high school too. That's in the NBA now. Can't remember who it is. Because
Shockey.
it was like back to back to back, like Derrick Rose, Jabari Parker, another guy.
Really?
Hmm.
It wasn't Anthony Davis, was it? Because he's from Chicago.
Anthony Davis didn't go to Simeon. At least I don't think so.
Maybe I
Either
don't
way, I
think so.
mean,
I don't think
Anthony
so
Davis is
either.
older than Jabari Parker, anyways.
We sure?
Let me look. Yeah, he didn't go to Simeon. Anthony Davis. Oh, Mount Zion. No, Simeon dumbass. He's
I would
being
say though,
dumb.
like driving through, like it is a big city and it does kind of suck sometimes, but like Chicago is pretty dope city.
I love Chicago.
The old Rainforest Cafe. I didn't realize they closed that. Boarded up and everything.
Yeah, most rainforest cafes are like going out, bro.
Really?
Hmm. But Kendrick Nunn,
Oh, Kendrick Nunn. Okay. And he's a freaking role player now.
yeah, he
He's
was supposed to
solid
be a lot
though.
better.
Who's he play for?
Miami.
Okay. Yeah, yeah.
He did at least. I don't know if he's anywhere else now.
He might
Oh
be
yeah,
for
that's right. I
Utah.
forgot he got traded to the Lakers.
Yeah, I think he plays for Utah now, right?
No, now he plays for the Wizards.
Yeah.
Oh,
So what?
Kendrick Nunn also graduated in 2013 with Jabari Parker.
Oh,
But Kendrick Nunn played like 4 years in college, so
oh no.
that's where I got hit
Nope.
by a car, right in front of Shake
Nope.
Shack.
Nope. Oh no. In Chicago.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. Lady over here is
Right in front of
wearing a
Shake Shack.
This lady is wearing a mask and a visor still, like the face shield still. Yes, yes.
People are wild,
People are wild.
but
But speaking of wild, we can end the podcast on this. Ted Lasso, season three.
go.
I think it's been out long enough that we can talk about it. We can talk about we've talked about the first two seasons already, so we can just definitely talk about the season three.
Yeah,
It was a great season. I'll admit. There was one thing that I think we both talked about where we were both like, if you would have took that out, it I'll just say it. Keely being a lesbian for a hot minute. Um, I mean, I know you kind of
And
said it too. Like, it kind of felt like it wasn't. I'm not saying. I'm not trying to say like negatively. Like, okay, oh well, why does she got to be? Why do you got to put the
no,
gay
like
stuff in
because we
there?
we both publicly do not care. We support you. We're allies of
Right.
the LGBTQ. We know that kind of crap. Um, but like it did just feel like it came out of nowhere. Like it was very forced. Like, hey, nobody's been gay in the show. We need to have it. We need to have a gay character
Well, I think that.
because it just didn't make any sense in regards to like the story of the show.
Well, like I think what they did is they did it. They did it. They introduced basically two gay characters in the same season because that
Oh yeah, because what's his face, the
forgot his
soccer player.
name. But like that one was done
Well,
well.
they had kind of been, but that's the thing is they've been teasing that since the show started.
Whether there's going to be a
Like,
gay character.
like they've been foreshadowing that he was going to come out
Well, when did they show him with his boyfriend?
season two.
Okay. Okay. So yeah, and then like he. Okay. So yeah, like him being in there, you don't know much about him, and then um, what's wrong? He's
Well, they've
can't do
been
it until
foreshadowing it
5 minutes.
since the end of the first season.
Um, yeah. So they did a lot of foreshadowing, and the way they like addressed his coming out and stuff like that was really done well. The thing with Keeley was like, okay, she was with Roy and Jamie back to back. Uh, okay, now you meet your new boss. You
Then they
fall
just
in love
started
with you.
fucking.
Yeah, you start fucking, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, she gets mad at you. She's gone, never to return. And then, oh wait, you lost your business. Oh wait, never mind. Your friend is super rich. You get to keep it. So really, like, it was just kind of like,
I
why?
mean, it's whatever. Like, let's be honest. Like, it happens in TV shows all the time where people are just like
I know, but it
randomly
didn't really.
start fucking
It's
somebody, but like
it just
it
didn't
just
add to the
felt
story.
it felt very political. That's what I'll say.
It did,
It felt very
but
political. It wasn't just like a random like, oh, they're hooking up. Now she's gone. Now she has her
yeah,
business again. Like it wasn't just like a random like, oh, here's this. Now here's this.
yeah. But the way it ended, I won't still let's not spoil the ending, but I still the way it ended was a very perfect way to end it. Um,
That is so loud.
that is so Chicago.
That's the most
Um,
Chicago thing I've heard.
I know. So I'll just say like the way they ended the show was perfect. Like as big of fans as we were of the show, like you definitely want more. You definitely don't want and like stuff like that to end. But at the same
Yeah.
time, I think you can be okay with them like this is how it ends.
Well,
Okay.
they
Like
left
it
it They did the perfect ending of like it makes you want more,
yep,
but it also like leaves the ending up to you. What do you think happened?
right.
Like it's up to the eyes of the beholder. You know what I mean? Like that kind of ending. I loved it.
I
I
did too.
cried like three times in that final episode.
I
It was
almost did. I
perfect.
didn't, but yeah, I'm glad. I kind of really I wouldn't mind them doing like a spin-off of like um I would take a Roy Kent coached AFC Richmond with Coach Beard still there and Nathan, which I almost felt like his heel turn was kind of
Kind of
almost
wasted
it was wasted because like
a little
okay,
bit.
they set it up perfect. You're the rival of the you go to the rival, you go to the you're
You get like
the
two episodes of it.
you literally do. And then like, oh, he wants you to come out and have sex with these girls because you have a girlfriend, and you're like, no, not doing that. And then he fires you. Now you're back, and it's like,
He didn't really fire
oh,
him. He just quit.
oh, he did quit. That's right. That's
He
right.
just didn't show up again. But like I said, like we kind of got like two or three episodes of like a heel
Of
Nate,
straight
and
up
we
villain
really
arc,
didn't, and we really only got like one or two of him actually being a dick.
right?
Like total, like one episode was him completely being a dick. One was him kind of being like, maybe I'm doing the wrong thing, and then one is like, yeah, I'm definitely doing the wrong thing and I need to fix my
Yeah,
life.
yeah. Like I kind of didn't like when they played AFC Richmond and like he was like, "Oh, hey, Ted," like he was kind of like upset about it. I'm like, "No, like you straight up went villain, so play the villain role." You understand? I didn't
Yeah.
like that. I'm
Well, the
like,
whole episode was him like trying to figure out if he should say sorry to Ted.
yeah,
It's the whole episode. But overall, obviously one of the best like overall shows I've ever seen.
yep,
Um, 3 seasons, it told the exact story that it needed to and told everything that we wanted it to. Apple
yeah. I just
TV's
kind of,
got some banger TV shows though.
I know there's another show on there I want to watch, but I kind of wish they would have. Part of me wishes they would have won the like at least won the championship, and then I'm like they finished second. It kind of teaches you like not everything works out the way you want it to. Like sometimes I mean they won the last match or they tied. I think they won the last one,
Hmm.
and then but the other uh not was it
I like that
who
you
was
said
the
you're not
team?
going to spoil the last episode, but here you are spoiling it.
Oh, I said I wasn't gonna spoil how it ends.
It's literally what
Like
you're
the
doing right now.
okay, I'll just leave it alone then. But I'm just saying like I kind of wish
Just
they would have
saying.
won the entire thing. Whatever. Ted's happy. That's all it cares. That's all you care about.
Hmm.
Ultimately, like it was the perfect show because like yeah, there was some major language, but we don't care about that. And then like some people may, but like it was like almost like the perfect
It's
picture,
set in England, bro. It's there's going to be cussing.
right? And it's like it was just like trying to think what I'm trying to say. Like it's a good mixture of like comedy and then also that also makes you feel something. Like I don't want to say it was a drama. It wasn't drama. Like there wasn't drama in the show. It was just like comedy, and then it was just like okay, now like I always compared to like How I Met Your Mother. Like that's why I loved How I Met Your Mother so much because what is it
Hmm.
gonna make you laugh? Hell yeah. But it's also gonna make you damn near cry every almost like and it's not like every episode it was like that. There would be episodes where you're just laughing the whole time, but you get so involved with these characters, they make you fall in love with these characters so that when something does happen, you're like, oh shit. Oh no, here come the tears. Yeah, people in Chicago can't work.
You're not lying
Yeah. Which part? The
about
show or the
all of it,
parking? I know.
but people in Chicago cannot park.
Does it look like I have a compact car? That's cool. But yeah,
But
I mean, I don't know. I think that's probably a good place to end. Unless you have something more to say. I know I kind
not
of talk a
really, to
lot.
be
My bad.
honest. No, you're good. Like, I mean, I didn't have like too much more to add because like we kind of already talked about everything with in regards to Ted. We talked about it a few weeks ago,
Yeah.
and so the show kind of third season was a little weird, but it was still really good.
Which one?
The third season,
Yeah.
it was all really good, but like it was a little weird at the same time.
Yeah, you never really see Jane. Never really see. Oh, it did take me a minute though. I will say in the last episode, at whatever. Spoiler warning. Whatever. Beard's wedding. That was
Yeah,
poorly CGI'd, but they made it seem like it was a dream sequence. And
yeah.
they showed that guy with the girl, and they had the baby, and I was like, I was literally trying to rack my brain, like, okay, I know we've seen them before, but who is that? And Jenny was like, isn't that the girl that fixed his pants, and the guy was trying to beat his ass, Coach Beard's ass? And I was like, oh yeah. Yeah, it was them. That's right. From like
Mm-hmm.
season two,
Mm-hmm.
when okay, well, the one question I have for you for that is, did Jamie's dad die or was he in rehab? Because when he
He was in
was
rehab.
when okay, I thought so because
He
like
was
when
sober and
yeah, well they make
figuring
you
out
think he
everything
died. They make you think he's just dead.
for a little
It's
bit
either
until that final episode.
yeah, and then they show him rehab, and I'm like, okay,
Yeah, they try to tease you a little bit there.
yeah, because I was like, damn, that's fucked up. Like that is fucked up, dude. But I don't know. Jason Sudeikis kind of has been underrated. I think like he definitely killed it with Ted Lasso.
Yeah, and he helped write the show. Him and freaking
Majority of
Roy
the people
Kent.
on the show. Yeah, and I think the guy that plays Beard too.
Yeah, because they were all in not a comedy troupe together.
Yeah.
Not all of them.
Well,
The guy who played Roy Kent wasn't, but that's
like
where
the
Ted Lasso came from. It was a skit they used to do together.
yeah, and on NBC too.
Yeah,
Like
they did on NBC later on. Yeah,
I was talking to somebody this week about it, like about Ted Lasso, and I was like, I never really was a soccer fan. Like I've of course like seen videos of like how the fans are and like overseas soccer, like the real soccer. Like what we got over
yeah.
here is cool, but like over there, like
MLS
that's
MLS is
their
the ugly step cousin.
like passion is soccer. And so like the way the fans like sing and chant and are together and stuff like that. And then like hearing a whole stadium and like I've seen videos and I'm like, all right, that's pretty cool, but like I don't know, soccer's just not for me. I'll watch the World Cup, I'll watch America, I'll watch the USA and stuff like that.
Yeah,
And
it
so, but
taught
I'll
me a
watch
lot about soccer though.
right,
The
and that's what I'm
show.
saying. And then like when it perfectly encapsulates um like how the fans are like when they like
Hmm.
actually show soccer matches and like the fans. I think it was who was it the third season when they were
Well,
going to play Chelsea. It's either Chelsea. They played Chelsea and then they went to who was the blue team? Not real
Manchester United.
Manchester United. I was like,
Hmm.
that is so freaking cool. And like
Well,
Noah's good.
well, that's the thing is like over there, like every town. It's kind of like Canada with hockey. Every
Yeah,
town has a team.
yeah,
That's why there's so many leagues. Is every town has a little team, kind of like how Richmond, yeah, Richmond has a team in the
yeah,
show, and um, so like I was saying earlier, like the MLS is the ugly stepkid
yeah.
um of professional soccer. Like
We're getting messy over
the
here now.
it's like the XFL compared to the NFL.
Yeah, but we're getting messy now.
Right, exactly, and that's the thing that's wild is they just paid him buku dollars to play for Miami.
And he's getting a share of the team.
Yeah, exactly, that's what I'm saying. They like damn near like said, yeah, you can just own the town of Miami.
Right. Oh, he will too. That's
What?
the thing.
Well, and it's like
He'll be the biggest star there.
well, here's the thing is in the 2000s when I don't know why I just said that like Christopher Walken, but in the 2000s when like Landon Donovan and Dustin, not Dustin,
David Beckham.
David Beckham, my brother Kyle's like best friend. His name is Dustin Beckham, so that's why I was thinking that. But the 2000s when Landon Donovan and David Beckham both played for the LA Galaxy, that
Yeah.
was when the MLS like finally got some like okay, that's a
Yeah.
pretty good league because a lot of those guys were coming over here, but they were almost playing like dual teamship where they were like playing for they were playing in the MLS, but they were still playing overseas. Like Landon
Yeah.
Donovan was playing for I don't remember who the hell it was, but um, it's wild, dude. And like, I don't know if that can happen anymore or not, but that's how I remember. I don't even know if it's true or not. People will probably shit on me and say that
Probably.
that's not how it went, but
There's
I
not
don't
really
know.
many soccer fans over here, so if we offend
Yeah, I mean,
anybody,
I
who
don't really
cares?
follow it. I still don't.
I
Like,
don't
I mean,
either.
obviously, I know like when things go on, you know, but like I just learned the other day that West Ham United is an actual team.
Okay, okay, right. So like that's why I was gonna bring it back to the beginning of the podcast. It's like we're talking about the Cubs and
Hmm.
they're playing in London and then they
Hmm.
showed the outside of the stadium and I was like, hey babe, look, it says West Ham United and that was the actual stadium. I'm
Hmm.
like,
Yeah, that's what they
oh,
were
so they
playing.
are real. So I'm pretty sure like AFC Richmond was like the only team that was made up in that
Yeah,
show.
yeah. No, they're legit playing like other actual teams.
Yeah.
Um, like well, obviously just the dude who was a coach of Chelsea or man, where the hell who the
Man
hell did they
City.
play with
Talk about Man
that
City.
yeah that Jamie Tartt played for a little bit.
Yeah, Man
Yeah,
City.
Man City.
Yeah, man,
Um,
not Manchester United, Man City.
right.
Two different
Like
things.
that's like the actual coach.
Yeah,
That's the guy who actually coaches the team.
yeah. So that's pretty. I mean, that's pretty cool though. We'll
Yeah, but I
say.
learned about West Ham United because um, the other day I was at Matey's out in Michigan City,
Yeah,
and one of their games was on. I was like, oh, it's an actual team. Okay. Man, honestly, it makes me want like now that that's over with, like it makes me want to watch that Ryan Reynolds and
Harrison
Rob
Ford.
McElhaney.
Oh yeah. Welcome to Wrexham.
Yeah, they're when they bought that soccer team.
Yep. Yeah, Wrexham. I definitely want to watch that too.
Well, did you see that they played the women's national team for
Beat the shit out of them.
U.S.?
Well, it
They
was a
beat
bunch of
them.
retired
They
players.
run-rolled them.
Yeah, it was a bunch of retired old players that don't play anymore, and they beat the shit out of them.
But the guys don't play anymore,
Yeah,
or the women?
it wasn't their actual team. It was like guys who used to play for Wrexham. Like they have like a what do they call that? Like a senior league or something like it was something like that, where it's like it was just a bunch of retired guys who used to play for the team. They brought them over.
Yeah.
It wasn't their actual team. Yeah, beat the shit out of them.
Oh, I didn't realize that. Yeah,
Yeah,
they beat them like
that's
four.
what
They beat them
that's what
like
everybody.
12 or 13-0,
Yeah, that's what
13-1.
everybody's like. That's what makes it worse because it wasn't their actual team. Like it was guys who haven't played in a long time, and they
Yeah.
came out and they still beat the shit out of these girls. So yeah, I'm not gonna get into that though.
Yeah. That's
Uh,
time for a different day. Hey, Sue
yep.
Bird had the best career of all time.
Right. Well,
Uh,
all right. You're such a hater for that one. You're such a hater.
well, here's the thing: is I was talking to somebody about this the other day. They're like, Sue Bird's a dog.
Yeah.
In
11 points a
regards to
game though,
like,
bro.
depending on what you want to look at, like Sue Bird is like, she won 3 or 4 college national championships?
1-3, I think, for UConn.
Yeah, and then won like
Four, 4.
four or 5
I think she got. I think she
WNBA
has 4.
championships,
Yeah.
and then like 6 gold medals,
Yeah.
and like she's like winning wise, yeah, she's
She's up
probably
there
up there with some of the
on the
best
next
like
level.
overall athletes of all time.
Yeah.
I mean, she
But
does
on the
hold
other
some
hand,
WNBA records. Like I think she's the all-time assist leader,
yeah.
and
Yep.
then most games, and I think consecutive games also.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. Her wife hyped her up quick though. I was like, all right, that's
yeah,
what you're
that
supposed to
was the
do.
thing that got me. The freaking, I know her last name was like what, Raponi or something like that.
Rapinoe. Megan Rapinoe.
Yeah, whatever the fuck her last name is. I
Yeah.
never say it right. Every time I just say Rapapone.
Rapaponi.
um, I mean, she's a great soccer player, but some of the stuff she says, I'm like, all right, dude, you're trying to hype shit up too much.
I wouldn't say she's the greatest women's soccer player ever, but Mia Hamm existed.
Um,
Mia Hamm existed, but we know whatever.
right, exactly. I think Mia Hamm's the greatest of all time, but um, Max, I definitely don't want to get into that too much. But you see,
Yeah.
Caitlin Clark said that like if you're not watching women's sports, you're missing out,
Yeah.
and I mean, I agree,
I definitely agree.
especially women's basketball.
Yeah. Fun to watch.
I can't really say much about women's soccer because I just don't really watch soccer like that. But
No. No. They don't really
Caitlin
have
Clark's
many.
gonna be a dog.
She's a dog. If she gets
Dog.
drafted to Chicago, we're definitely going to a game.
Oh, buy a jersey immediately.
Facts.
Well, also, do you see? Because I know we talked about this before, but do you see the Aces record right now?
No.
They've lost 1 game. I think they're 16-1.
Yeah, they're probably going to win the title.
Dude, the Aces
They're
are
stacked.
ridiculous.
They're
I
stacked,
mean,
dude.
yeah. What, Candace Parker and
Candace Parker, Kelsey Plum, they got that H.A.B. Wilson.
Jesse Plum. Mm-hmm.
Stacked.
That's
Sure, I
ridiculous,
think somebody
bro.
else plays for them too. But yeah,
Oh, they're 14-1. Sorry, 14-1.
I've been seeing the
No,
sky. I've been
second
waiting.
place. Second place right now is Connecticut, 12-4. Chicago
Oh,
7-9.
oh, okay. Yeah, they've been winning recently. Oh, they had
Oh
a
yeah,
huge comeback a
Kristen
couple weeks
Bell
ago.
too. Alicia Clark,
The actress?
Chelsea Gray.
Oh, it's Kirsten Bell.
Yeah,
It's a joke. That was a dumb joke.
Chelsea Gray. Yeah, it was. Candace Parker, Kelsey
Fuck
Plum,
you. Fuck
Asia
you, dude.
Wilson. Dude, they have a fucking
Yeah, they
roster.
got a squad. Yeah.
I don't even know. I know Chicago's got what the hell's her name? Um,
I will say like
Marina
the one.
Mabry.
Oh yeah. I will say like the one thing that's interesting to me is like you don't really see it that much, but like how does like being married with two athletes be work? Because like I could see like Kelsey Plum and Darren Waller, it worked out when they were both in. Like I'm not saying like they're gonna get divorced, but like I'm kind of wondering how that. I'm kind of
I
curious.
forgot that they were together.
Yeah, she plays in Vegas still, and he played in Vegas, but then he got traded to New York.
Okay, right. Well, it's got to be tough. I mean, look at Zach Ertz and his wife.
Oh yeah, because didn't she play? Well, where does she play?
Well, she's a soccer player, isn't she?
Wasn't
Or
for
no.
Chicago?
She's an Olympian, I thought.
Yeah, she's an Olympian. I think. Well, Dansby Swanson's wife played for Chicago, and he was in Atlanta, and then I think that's kind of how Tim comes Chicago too. Was like, hey,
Dansby
my
Swanson's
wife
an
lives
athlete?
here. Dansby Swanson's wife, I'm pretty sure she plays soccer for Chicago, the women's
Mallory
soccer.
Swanson. Yeah,
Yeah,
Red
and I
Stars.
think J.J. Watt's wife was a soccer player too.
I think she no, I think she was a I think she's an Olympian. Nope, no, she played soccer.
Yeah, so I thought so.
Also for the Red Stars.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, I thought so. Okay.
Yeah, because I remember that now because they were talking about when he was a free agent that he might go to Chicago.
Yeah.
And then that's when he went to Arizona.
I wanted him in Indy so bad. I love J.J. Watt.
Who else we talk about?
Uh,
Zach Ertz.
Zach Ertz. Then we'll end on this because we're about to go get some food. Uno's Pizza, baby. You want to
Oh
give your
yeah.
quick review on Uno's Pizza?
I mean, it's the home of where it fucking originated.
Yeah. Deep dish. Yeah,
Hmm.
that's what that is. Uno's is the first original deep dish. This lady, we stopped at Speedway this morning and says like, we're like, yeah, we're going to Chicago. We're trying to get some deep dish pizza. Oh
Yeah,
yeah, you got.
she Zach Ertz's wife is a soccer player too.
Who does she play for?
Like Washington, I think, or LA.
But she was like, oh, go to Giordano's, and we were both
Giordano's
like,
is the best in the
it's so
city. That's
good.
what everybody says.
It's so good. Uno's is really good though. But I was like, me and Jenny both said we're like, we've been there and it's good. But I was like, I actually liked Uno's over Giordano's. It's been some years though
Uno,
since I've
it's
been in
just so
Giordano's.
different.
It was different.
What's the thing though is like it doesn't matter where you go. Like obviously they all have the heart of like what deep dish pizza is, but
Yeah.
every different place is so unique.
Yep.
Like Gino's East doesn't taste like Giordano's,
Yeah.
and like Uno's doesn't taste like either one of those.
Yep.
It's up to it really is like it's up to the eye of the beholder. Because some people do argue that Gino's East is the best. I
Yeah.
disagree, but like
I don't think I've ever had
honestly,
Gino's East.
for me, I've definitely I mean I've been to all of them, all three of the major ones, I should say,
Yeah.
and like it's definitely a toss up between Giordano's and Uno's. And there's also
That's fair.
Dude, but
Yeah.
but I
It's the
mean
same
that's
as Uno's.
it's literally the exact same thing. It's just across the street.
So, like, that's why like we're the lady at the Speedway. We're like, we've both been there and it's good. And she was like, well, yeah. And then she like looked at Jane. She goes, have him take you to Giordano's. It's really good pizza. And we're like, yeah, we know.
Man, we've been there. Get off our
But
ass.
she was kind of being weird about it. She's like, do you guys want some candy? We're like, no, we're good. We're going on a road trip and we're just gonna go. Oh, so you're gonna stop at another Speedway then probably? I'm like, the fuck is this? Like, we're just here to get a freaking drink, bro. Like, and a quick snack for the road. Like, what is this right
get
now? I'm not sure what's going
get
on
out of
here.
me.
Just
Get out of me.
stop. We're here for a drink. We're thirsty and we're kind of hungry.
Right.
But all right, we'll go ahead and end it here.
Well,
About an hour.
yep.
We said we wouldn't talk that much. We still did.
Then we still just bullshitted half the
I
time.
know. We always do. That's why people love us.
Yeah.
Oh, we'll end on this. Shirts are live.
Shirts
Forgot to
are
mention at the
alive.
beginning.
Started
So you have
yesterday.
started yesterday. You have 2 weeks. July 14th, the end of the pre-sale. Um, and then we're going to be doing a giveaway. One shirt for Mike, one shirt for me. And so stay tuned for details on that. Check the Instagram, my Instagram, and check the H.A.B Instagram, and then for details on how to enter that giveaway. So support us, like and subscribe, share the video, share the Instagram posts, comment on everything, show your love for SV as well and H.A.B podcast. So
Developments.
supplements,
Go
yep. And
go see the developments.
we're gonna get them on soon. We were supposed to have them on this weekend. Things came up, so we're gonna get them on soon as well. And we're gonna try to
Yep.
work on getting on some more guests. We have some interesting people we want to get on. So,
For sure.
Yep. So you can find me at Savage Bodybuilding Dad 23 on Instagram. I want to watch that movie now. I love that movie. It's a great movie.
Yeah. That was follow me at Bodybuilding Dad 23, me at Savage Dad for the lights.
How many times you jerk off a
H.A.B
day?
podcast. 14 times.
Perfect. You got it. That's rookie numbers. You got to get them pumped up.
gotta get them up. Start getting high. Dude, that shit cracks me up when when I love seeing those memes or like those videos where like that scene when they're all in the office and he's up on stage like getting them all hyped up and they're like like that shit. That's the funniest scene in the entire movie, and it's not even supposed to be funny. You're supposed to be like getting hyped up with them. You're supposed to be like hyped up with them, like, yeah, get them, like or whatever. And they're all like, got like this goofy ass face on. It's like, what are you even doing?
The white people version of the haka.
Dude, like legit. This is like straight up Midwest haka.
Yeah. But all right, we'll end it here. I'm getting dirty looks from the wife. I think she's hungry.
Yeah, I'm sure. I believe it.
Too, so
Jenny's gonna fucking beat your ass.
yeah, she is gonna beat my ass. She abuses me. Call help. Call 911.
Call help.
Call for help. H-E-L-P.
I wonder what the number for help would be. Call 4357.
Perfect.
Call help.
Call help.
4357.
All right. Love you guys.
All right.
Talk to you guys soon.
Yep.
May or may not be an episode next week. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. It'd be cool to do one for Jamaica, but Jenny
it would be
probably
dope.
Whoop your ass.
No, she said she knows some might do one. Yep. So we'll see.
Okay.
I think we'll probably lean towards doing it. So
yeah, maybe we'll see.
All right. Talk to you guys later. Right. Love you guys. Love you, horse. Have a good week.
Okay. Bye.